Cool. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Helm Developer Call, the weekly developer call on Thursday, February the 20th. Just to note, this call is recorded, so if you don't want to be on camera, please turn your camera off. And the call follows the CNCF Code of Conduct, so please be polite. On today's agenda, we have a couple of things. The first one is Felipe. And welcome, Felipe. I don't think we've
Hi
met.
there.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. The floor is yours.
All right. Yeah, this is my first time here, so yeah, nice to meet you all. And apologize if I did something wrong. I just included that there because I heard of this call. Anyway, this is some years old PR, but it's a simple change. Basically, Helm when you run the Helm dependency update command, and your Helm chart has multiple charts coming from the same repository, Helm will attempt to download the index and parse the index for each of these repositories one by one sequentially. I'm not changing much of that, except that I'm deduplicating the list of repositories. So previously, Helm would, for example, collect 10 of the same repository and would attempt to download the index 10 times for the same repository. And with this PR, Helm will only download index for that same repository once because the list of repositories is deduplicated. It's a really simple change. It improves my CI pipeline by 5 minutes. So yeah, just wanted to advocate
Yeah,
for
thank
that.
you. No, this is this is good. Yeah, so these, uh, yeah, we just miss things sometime because we think there's a lot of stuff that goes on the Helm
All right, don't
repository.
worry.
Yeah, thank you for the PR. From a very quick glance, this looks pretty simple, valid. Um,
I only have one change that I see off the top of my head. That we redefine the value that's passed to the function. We just overwrite it. Should probably use swapped out repos for a different variable for the rest of the function so that we don't trounce the data that was passed to us.
Okay. Do you think you can make that a comment in code?
Yeah, I will.
All right.
yeah, yeah. The next step here is yeah, we just stick it on the agenda to review. And yeah, thank you for the contribution. This seems pretty reasonable to me. And apologies that sat there for so long. Yeah.
Sure, don't worry. My pleasure.
Thank you. I'm going to go back in time. I managed to skip announcements. I'm sorry. So if I go back to Ingi, he has got a Helmwise announcement.
It's
Ingi,
really
for us.
quick. Thanks, George. Yeah, so I actually been been wanting to talk to Butcher for since KubeCon, and I finally set up a meeting with him yesterday, and it was fantastic. And we talked about all kinds of stuff about WASM and Wise and Helmwise, and he was like unprompted. He's like was really excited about Helmwise and had wished that it had been around since the beginning, type of thing, of course. But so I'm scheduled to show it to him in detail in 2 weeks, and before that, I would like to work with Scott. We have it to go to do a walkthrough and find everything that he finds. And then after I show it to Scott and Butcher, and if anybody else wants to reach out to me and get like a walkthrough, please do. And then I want to schedule a time with a bigger team to go through it together. So that's all I have.
Nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Karen.
Hey, I just wanted to give a quick update. They listed the actual hours for our PM shifts at the KubeCon booth. So that's just what it is. I will do the sign up sheet in the next week or two. So this is just so y'all can sort of start planning if you are planning and willing to able to help out at the booth. Yeah, cool. That's it. Thanks.
Thank
I
you.
had a quick idea around scheduling stuff. I don't know if it's like Matt Farina has a Calendly thing, and I set one up yesterday and today. And I was wondering, is that something we could do as like for free as a team to sign up for basic? I don't know if that makes any sense. Does that make sense?
Sign up for what? Is this?
Oh, a way to organize meetups for doing things as a team.
Yeah, there's a tool we've used for that in the past. I'm totally blanking on it. Where you set up possible meeting times and then send out the link and people can put in their availability. Why am I forgetting the name of it? Does anybody remember it?
Yeah, it was Calendly. At least that's what we've used before. No, something different or?
No, we used something different before.
Yeah,
because Calendly lets you have for an individual person. This you can just send out, here is a bunch of available meeting slots. Everybody fill in your name and when you're available.
Is it Doodle?
Oh,
Doodle.
Doodle. That is.
Doodle.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes.
Scott, could you drop a link to Doodle in there? So I want to take a look at it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is what we've used in the past for organizing, because then you can send it out to a group and people can put in their availability and then you can see what your scheduling options are.
Awesome.
All right, I mixed that up in my mind, even though I knew the difference. Thank you, Matt. Okay, thanks. Here.
Okay, agenda, Matt.
Yeah, 3 HIPs got merged in some way, shape, or form this week. The one on the restructuring around charts, the one on logging, and the one on case status. So all of those we can be off to the races coding on to get them into shape. Some of the decisions still probably need to be made and documented to updates to the HIPs, but the basis is there to get going. Like, what's the logging library we ultimately use at the top for the application, not just in the SDK? That wasn't decided there, and there's a number of options. So there's freedom there, but we can be off to the races with those 3 major changes.
Awesome. If we could list so we've got case status, logging, and charts v3. Let me think. Okay. Is there anything else for discussion? Okay, for HIP review, I added my favorite. I don't know if anybody's had a chance to look at server-side apply. It's been there for I created it August 23. It'll be great if it could get some eyes. Otherwise, I might give up on it. If we don't want it. So that'll be awesome to get reviewed.
Sorry, George, which HIP
And
is that?
the one in the notes, pool 312. Yeah, if could get some feedback, that'd be awesome. And oh, okay, thanks, Jerry. Anything else? Otherwise, we are down to assignments.
I won't be.
Okay. So assignments. So moderator. Would anybody like to I can take it on. This is a short one for myself. Right, myself. Notes. Would anybody like to do notes next week? Question mark. Issue triage. I can do some issue triage.
Yeah, I could do that as well. I'm out next week, but
Even
yeah, I'll make
right.
some.
If you can put me down
Uh,
on issue triage, I had done some in the last week. I can do some more, and you
Yes.
can put me on PR reviews.
And
Nice.
I also,
I will do
I also need to
some-
train. I also need to train one of my coworkers on issue triage. So I'll probably do
Oh,
so
nice.
too.
All right. I might focus on PR review. I'll take myself off issue triage, and I will be here next week. Is there anybody else who will be on the call next week? Right. I will have to remember to grab the moderator code from someone before we.
And I'm planning on being here. I plan on being here every week unless something comes up. So if not, I will send the moderator code over. We've got to work on
Yeah.
getting some of this stuff switched around. So we've got a new system for doing that. We were looking at that with 1Password. So Scott, you and I should probably work offline to finish getting the 1Password transition done.
Yeah, we definitely do for some of the secrets that I don't know what to do with yet, but the moderator code is available in 1Password for the maintainers.
Okay. So we just need to make sure like George and others get into 1Password.
Yeah, I believe they already are. There's some of the charts maintainers still that aren't. But all the rest of us are. We just, yeah, that one is at least there. We'll just, maybe we can all like take a look at it together if anybody's having trouble accessing it.
Yeah. Yeah. Week to week it normally works fine, but yeah, this is when yeah, someone who doesn't have it on their laptop, I assume, isn't here. Is only here. All right. Short one today. Anything else before we close up? All right. Thank you all, and we will speak next week.
Thanks, George.
Thank you. Bye.